Hello, this is Greg from Book of Greg's Mind, and this is a update of a video I did about a year ago about the like ascension and whatnot. It's not so much about the ascension; it's about just how you grow and how you just continue forward, like continue to grow as the individual that you are. So we'll begin with like life lessons, I guess. So what that is that like a life lesson is basically like, let's say you are in the middle of like a abusive relationship or something, and it just continues to happen over and over again. The whole point of the life lesson there is to like overcome it, to either stand up to the person who is abusing you or to leave. But then the universe is going, well, not the universe, but your spirit guides or whoever is gonna make this happen again to have you either to see if you learn the lesson or not. So if you continue going into abusive relationships, uh, you're gonna continue having the same pattern happen, and the whole point is to break that pattern, so to break the cycle. So that's the whole life lessons thing, and it's like use that as a framework for how to grow as a person or grow as the individual that you are. But also use like just your intuition and stuff on how to grow and not grow, but just to be I I should have made notes. I thought I could do this on the fly, but just to basically you're trying to become your soul, and I mean you already are your soul, but you're trying to become more of it by learning who you are, and these life lessons that you're faced with are given to you to help you learn who you are, and also because you chose those life lessons to happen to you before being incarnated. And so like let's say like we're gonna look at the wide view of a situation. So let's say your child, you're born with like leukemia or something, and this is when you're really young. The thing is, so firstly, that is what your soul chose to experience. So I mean, I like as much as I want to be sympathetic towards something like that, I don't care. Um, but so to go on from that, so now your child, you have leukemia, possibility of death, and then you have your parent who gave birth to you and is experiencing the like being sad for the child, wanting to help the child. Like that is also given your parents experience with what they signed up for that experience. This is all on a soul level. And the thing is, like, we're just so invested in, like, I am Greg Fahrenbrook, I am not that, I am the soul that expressing itself through this body. But also like, I'm just the soul. And, like, I bring down a perspective that no one else has, and that's what it means to be an individual. We have a different perspective than anyone else. And this whole video is to just help you understand that you are also an individual and you can also grow. I am, in a sense, trying to teach you the way like I see it and how I grew. And so So we have both the kid and the parents who are learning from each other because the kid has leukemia, could die, and the parent is sympathetic. So I already went over that, but that's the whole thing. It helps the soul understand. Okay, so now that I experienced this, what did I learn from it? And like on either side, that's the whole point of life, is to learn from the experiences that we're given, and that we also choose to have for ourselves. Um, Whether it's good or bad, like that doesn't matter to the soul. The soul is completely neutral. They just want to have the experience of what it is that they are going through, and like to learn like how they get over that or don't get over it, how they win or lose. It doesn't matter. Even if they die at the end of the leukemia thing, the soul won. The soul, like, that is what the soul wanted. There was no real control over that. Because no matter what, if my soul wanted me to die, I would die. It doesn't matter. And then we go to, so we have the whole reincarnation thing as well. So in one life you are blind or something. Well, in that life you heighten your hearing, so you get really good hearing, and that carries over into the next life. Let's say you're also like paralyzed or like just physically unable to do anything and bedridden. Well, that gives your mind time to think and like expand the mind. So like every instance of something most people see as bad is an instance of good, because it aids in a different way, because it prevents you from like continuing to go one way, because you no longer need to go that way, and now you need to go a different way. So a big like catalyst to all this is if you can remember your dreams, because if you can remember your dreams, like they share with you like what is going on in the future. Like the whole point of seeing the future is that you can follow that path to that future. A good example of that would be when I had the dream like a year ago, not a year ago, 2 years ago basically, of seeing like my old computer case completely empty. Now, back then I was in a far more fearful state, and I was thinking like I'm gonna lose my computer. And the thing is, even though I now have a completely new computer, I actually built this thing. Um, like it doesn't really mean much to me. Yeah, I'm gonna be sad if it kicks the bucket at some point, but it really means nothing to me because I've gone past like material stuff doesn't mean anything to me really. So I mean, because like that's not where my happiness is, and I'm still trying to find my happiness. But it's an interesting issue to have. So going over all that, then we have like trying to become your soul, and like all these life lessons and all these situations are in a sense building building who you are, but they aren't like telling you where your soul is, like who are you as the soul. And that's where like dreams come in, visiting like mystics or like tarot readers. All those things can help you like come to better understand who you are. and then it's all a matter of, am I gonna start to pursue who I actually am, which would be in the flow, or am I gonna continue like resist that and stay small, stay puny? I mean, I even did the world creation video. I mean, like, we are capable of that. We are capable of mass changes, just like Jesus. And so you have that. Now, to grow, you need to change. And if you are trying to do something far larger than yourself, then you're obviously gonna grow to accomplish that. And then, what? I just had a point, but it slipped. And then, so you grow. It was a good point. I can't remember it. So, moving on. We have. So then, during we have the what do you call it? Like generational traumas, which are things that carry over from your parents to you. A there are actually two examples that I know of personally that I've experienced of this. The first example is the bee experience. So I had this dream where I was, like, half my body was covered in bees and I was being stung. And then I woke up. And then I had a second dream where I was going into the place where I could have been stung, but I didn't. But the whole thing is, it was the same place as the dream where I was covered in bees. And then I was thinking, oh yeah, my mom was covered in bees when she was younger. And I felt energy like taken away from me. And so that's like healing the generational trauma. Because my mom never, I guess, dealt with that properly, and it just carried over onto me. And so through my dreams, I got a taste of it. That, I mean, I'm used to being like stabbed, killed, and in so many ways through my dreams. It doesn't, like, I'm used to it. So anyway, but that's the dream part about it. So that's like generational trauma. How to heal that? You need to see the pattern that is in your parents. And if you can't see the pattern that's in your parents, you need to ask yourself, where does this come from? Where does, like, this come from? Like, one thing I've been somewhat dealing with is like, it's kind of disturbing. It's like a arousal towards death, and I don't, like, it. At this point, it is me, but I don't really know the source of that. But, like, I mean, if it's in like a sexual matter, or like it's just a part of me, I don't know why, but that is who I guess I am. Uh, it's so stupid, but it's like th there's the shadow aspect, and like just understanding it is like gives you so much more power. But I mean, I'm still trying to understand it, and it's odd. But anyway, we go on, and then like during the year there is a cycle, and if you have grown enough during the year, at some point you are gonna be basically visited by the devil. And it's not like the devil himself, but it's just a like a shadow aspect of yourself that is appearing to you to tempt you with what you want. And it's like an easy out. Like, if you go for it, it's an easy out. But the thing is, so I've had this twice. One was last year, one was this year. The one from last year I did not pass, and I awoke from a dream being, well, I wasn't actually possessed, but in the dream I felt possessed, and it was, I didn't, I did not like it, and I'm sure other people are not going to like it, but do not take the easy way out. Do not agree with the devil, basically, when this test comes up, because if you pass the test, you're good. Like, you go on to the next portion. If you don't pass the test, you're gonna go through another year of whatever, and that's kind of what happened to me. Like, in 2020, I could have passed the test, but I didn't. And so in 2021, I did pass the test, and so I will be continuing forward. So it's all about how much you grow as a person that the test comes up. And I don't know if like this test is like the like a sure marker for your growth, but as it has happened to me twice now, one last year and one the year before, 2020 and 2021, it is, I see it as a marker, so that, like, it's a sign that you have grown. And so all the dreams that have followed have shown me that, like, yes, I have grown, and like I just need to be content and more grateful for what I have accomplished. It's all like a mind game, and like I dip back and forth, but that's just what it is. So this is the update on the ascension, on, well, not ascension, but on your own spiritual growth and how you can do it. So I hope this helps people just understand that any part of you is good. Doesn't matter if it's grotesque or if it's not. It, like, any part of you is good, and I do not mind listening to stuff that might disturb other people. Like, have I've seen I've seen crap in my dreams on the internet. Nothing phases me. So, and it, for me at least, it's a good thing. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell if this helped. I'm sure it does. And I guess that's about it. So have a good day and goodbye.